Greetings, Peepazoids! My name is Bubs, and welcome back to the Sinking City. Now, at the end of the last episode, we got word from Throgmorton about the EOD, and now we have to infiltrate their ranks to learn about what happened. The expedition. And I think, well, not the expedition even. About the killing in the ruins. Sorry, it's because I just came off doing a side case as well. I'm getting my facts confused. Okay. And in this lovely little factory are some demons who decided to promptly kill me without warning.
Wow.
Bastards.
Pierced a good inch of solid wood like it was nothing.
That's what you gotta do when you live in a fishing town. Now, there were bullets here. One significant bullet. By the way, I am literally playing this episode and the last two I've been playing literally one after the other. So I haven't had any time to look into or research around the crafting system as of yet. Oh, good God. Oh, hello, what's this?
That's a fancy looking bottle. Looks like it was taken from a lab somewhere. There's some kind of powder left on the bottom. I better not touch it. It could be dangerous.
I wonder, could that be to do with how and why they're giving away so much free fish? Because I know it sounds bad to think the worst of humanity, but in a fishing town, I know currency doesn't exist, like it's all bullet casings and bullets and tools and weapons. The practical stuff is what's used for currency. But I don't know, I've got my PI cap on and it tells me something ain't right. I tell you, by the time I find a workshop station, I am gonna be swimming. Absolutely swimming in the good stuff. Whoa! Right, let's put these to good use. Right, I'm trying to lay a trap. Come on. Oh, come on! Ugh. You pieces of aquatic infested... Insert swear word here. I didn't know you had to hold the button down to lay the trap. God damn it. I'm actually quite impressed. I've had a lot of time on my hands today to really pile drive into the sinking city. Because on my regular schedule, I've kind of just got the evenings. And there are let's play like this, where I think it's important to stay immersed within the story as much as possible. And I can't really do that in half-an-hour skits with this game. So... oh god, you're different. Come on! Ah, I'm gonna run away. Ah! One of them fell into the trap. Right. Oh, come off it! Ugh. Come on down. I'm really underprepared for this encounter. Oh! Oh, for crying out loud, this is where the inventory screen was? I had it the entire time? Oh my god. At least I know where to go to craft stuff now. Right, now I have some actual ammunition. I can't believe that was staring me in the face the entire time. I was half expecting to have to go to a gunsmith or something. But the good news is I can actually defend myself now. Right, come on you ugly heifers. Where are you? Right, one down. Where's the rest of you? That it? Oh, come on, I give myself up and everything. I hear Squiddly and Diddly running around. The good news is, I now know how to craft. Ah ah! Oh, my sweet Jiminy Crickets. A letter from the orphanage. Dear Mr. Grimes, we can't thank you enough for what you've done for the children. In these dark times, your toys go down like a tall glass of water. We all pray for your good health every day. We also kindly remind you that we still await your visit. All our staff and of course the children are eager to finally meet our benefactor in person, so please don't hesitate and come as soon as you are able, with eternal gratitude. Administration of Oakmont St. Jerome's Orphanage. Aww. He makes toy boats.
Nice work. When I was a kid, I would have gone nuts for this. Well, if it was finished, that is.
Aww. Grimes seems like a good dude if he does all this.
This guy must really be into his hobby to have such impressive tools.
Oh yeah. Oh, Grimes, you're so good. You don't seem suspicious like other lady either. So I'm inclined to believe you. Just gonna use Mind's Eye, make sure I'm not missing anything. Alright, let's head down to the basement. I still want to get my hands on a shotgun. Because I've got some gauge rounds that I need to use. Right, I am so preparing myself this time. Fool me 15 times, game, shame on you. Fool me a 16th, shame on me. I think that's the way it goes, isn't it? You dead?
Thing's dead as a doornail, but I don't see any wounds.
Could it be the powder in the fish? Is that what kills the wild beasts? Am I putting my detective skills together or what? I bet that's what it is. They're killing the wild beast with the fish. More clips. Fantastico, Tanspastico. What else is good? Ah, so that's what I'm looking for. See that? Little... I know this is just goodies, but... something else around here is triggering my spider sense. My mind's eye is asking me to look for something. Oh, speaking of which, I just noticed how low my health is. Health kit. What is it in horror games that a health kit is always a syringe? But now I'm actually starting to use my tools. 4 chapters in, and I'm starting to use my tools. No, 5 chapters are we in now. Damn! Ah, there you are. Another hidden wall. Ugh. Don't like it when my sanity gets questioned. Hello.
I have questions.
A lot of questions. That is one hell of an impressive torture chair. What else is in here? Anything else? It's a hidden room and torture devices. That's not right. I haven't collected all the evidence in here yet. Maybe if I go out and talk to Daryl again?
I found a hidden
There we
room
go.
full of shackles and chains downstairs. Looks like some kind of torture chamber. Know anything about it?
What? Stop talking, Truck. That can't be true. I know this place top to
Oh, you
bottom.
don't.
Now, Daryl, you know I'm a detective, and if you're lying, I'm going
Oh,
to find
Charles,
one
you're
way or
good.
another.
Play with
I've
his
got nothing
mind.
to do with it, I swear, Mr. Reed. Go ask Anna. She's responsible for renting the place. I know nothing about this.
Okay. I'll talk to Anna. We'll see if your story holds up.
Yeah, we will.
See ya.
May the sea protect you.
It's interesting how you guys say, may the sea protect you, considering your entire city was demolished by a flood. Alright, so we've got key evidence from here. Let's have a little look. So, we've got a key to the fish storage, and we've got the lab flask. What's Mind Palace saying? I found what seems to be some sort of holding pen, or possibly even a torture chamber in the EOD warehouse. Don't have enough yet. Let's return to Anna, anyway. Might be a fast travel area around here. I reckon I'll have to come back. But I want to explore out here a little bit more. Come on! Oh, that's another infested area. I'm gonna stay away from there. Make sure we're getting our way back. So, here's our boat. So that's where the boat is. So let me just see if there's a fast travel area nearby. I doubt there is, because, I mean, I did have to travel quite a ways to get here, granted, but I'm just gonna double check, have a little look around, mingle with the locals. There we are, there's my fast travel. Okay, so back over to Fish Place. Let's go talk to Anna, see if our dear Daryl's telling the truth. I'm pretty sure he is. He seems innocent enough. She is... If I were to sit Daryl and Anna side by side, Anna is definitely the more suspicious one. She definitely seems to be higher up than Daryl. Daryl just seems like a caretaker. But I'm thinking whatever substance is in that flask killed the wild beasts, so they're putting it in the fish. Maybe they think someone's infected? Yeah, exactly, Fence. Fish. Okay. Now, where, oh where, is that market stall? I didn't just come out exact... Oh no, there it is. Ah, come out of the map, come out of the map. Go back and talk to Anna. Hey, Anna.
Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny.
I need to talk to you.
What looks suspiciously like a dungeon in the basement of your fish storage. Care to explain?
Excuse me? You've found what?
A dungeon. Chains, shackles, and blood. Ring any bells?
I have no idea what you're talking about. But it sounds awful. We only started renting the place a few weeks ago. Goodness. I'm going to have to ask our landlord several uncomfortable questions, it seems. Thanks for the heads up, Charlie.
See you later.
We need to start putting some of this together. These two seem quite obvious. The city's at risk of famine. EOD is giving away fish. I'm gonna... No, they're not linked. No, they're not linked. They're not linked. So we got 3 outstanding case files here. Right. Well, we need to go back to Daryl. Maybe Daryl knows who the landlord is. Clearly, if it's not Anna and it's not Daryl, then the landlord knows something. Well, the yellow means it's key, but not all.
The sea protects.
Let's go back down. I haven't found everything there is to find down here yet. Something I'm missing here, guys. Oh, hello. I didn't see this.
All's fresh, still smells of the sea. No signs of decomposition at all.
Aha! It's this little foreman that's gonna give me the key. Or something around here is. Hang on. I got it yet. There we go.
So first it ate the fish, and now it's dead. That's troubling.
A lot of these look like mutated from a cat. Okay. More mind palace food. So the fish are poisonous. And the poison fish is spreading. I just want to see that possibly poison fish have already been distributed to the sea for substance. Still not all the evidence. Oh wait, no, now I can solve it. Jesus, Brian, wake up. I keep forgetting these elements are part of it all.
Just a little bit more. Hold on.
Okay, so we've got a thief there.
I hope Professor Westerbrook never learns about this.
And we can have over here.
Come back, you thief. I'll show you not to mess with us.
The one upstairs as well. Okay, now we're
Darn
somewhere.
pests. Mayor, take them.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
They heard them come in and came out and attacked them.
I hope Professor Westerbrook never learns about just a little bit more. Hold on.
Darn pests. Mayor, take them. Come back, you thief. I'll show you not to mess with us.
A man broke into the fish storage, poisoned the fish with an unknown substance, then made a noise which alerted the guard, who chased him out.
You dig up anything interesting?
I sure
Don't
did.
make any visions.
Turns out our friend here wasn't here to rob the place. He came to poison the fish.
By the sea. Are you sure?
Well, that's what the evidence suggests, anyway.
Okay. This is horrible. Please don't tell Anna it was my fault, or she'll have me quartered.
Anna will quarter you. You're joking about that, right?
Wish I was. Anna, she's ruthless when it comes to punishing the guilty, EOD member or not.
That's unexpected.
I told you there was something about her. Now, will I tell her or won't I? Well, I need to get in good with the ranks. I'm gonna have to tell her.
Nothing personal, Daryl, but I need to tell Anna the truth.
Okay. All those people might suffer because I do what you must, Mr. Reed.
If it's that bad, maybe you should skip town, hide somewhere.
Yeah, maybe
You
you
don't
can swim
understand,
away.
Mr.
You are
Reed.
part fish.
You can't hide from your own conscience.
That's
See ya.
May the sea protect you.
right. We got some goodies. Let's put some pieces together. Studies from Anna finds Anna. The guard is afraid of Anna. There's a mention of a Professor Westbrook. The man who broke into the DOD storage is somehow connected to you. University, so you can visit there. Secret chamber and banners upgrade. Okay, nothing to report there. So we need to visit the university. So let's visit Anna first, and then we'll go to the university. Oh, that's way longer than I wanted to. Crikey. Right. Let's fast travel back to Anna, and then I can find the university. Oh, this is starting to get interesting. Someone's poisoning the fish so it can kill the wild beasts. And it doesn't look like the EOD know about it, or maybe they're behind it, they're just not telling people. We'll soon find out. Right, let's tell Anna. I'm sorry to do it to Daryl, but if we want to speak to the higher-ups, we need to get Anna to trust us. And reporting things like this will get Anna to trust us. When you're undercover, boys and girls, you're gonna have to walk that fine line sometime. Alrighty. Alrighty, where Anna? There we go. Hopefully she'll give us some goodies for our troubles. Then we can
Take
make
as
our way
much
to the
as you
university.
need.
I've got news about your fish storage problem.
Oh, I'm all ears, Charlie.
It only looked like a robbery. Some guy broke into the storage to poison the fish. Near as I can tell, he succeeded, at least partially. I realize it's a lot to take on faith. Look, I've got a sample of what I think is the poison. Though I can't identify it yet.
See, protect us. That's terrible. What kind of man would do such a thing, and why?
I don't know, but I aim to find out.
Seems to be failed the wild
We need
beasts
to stop
already.
distributing the fish. We have to let everyone know about this. Kay knows how many people might already be affected.
What do you want me to do with the poisoner once I find him?
I'd bring an end to him right there if I were you. The police and court are useless these days.
That wasn't the deal. I'm a detective, not a hitman.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Report to me when you find him. I'll see that the reward will be more than handsome, if you know what I mean.
I'll, see what I can do.
You suggesting
One thing still
something, Miss
bothers me.
Anna?
The guard at the storage, Daryl. What was he doing at the time?
I don't know, he missed the intrusion. Fought like a lion.
Your guard was vigilant. He fought bravely, but the poisoner
Oh,
never
damn it, I was
left.
gonna turn him in.
You ask me, he deserves
I
a
didn't know which one
raise.
that was.
Good old dependable Daryl. I hope he's okay. I'll see he gets his due.
Maybe that wasn't the
Goodbye,
right decision.
Charlie.
Maybe I'm just a sadistic guy.
Now, refresh my memory. Where's the university here?
I know it very well. Here, give me your map and I'll show you.
You were a
Hey.
student there, I take it.
Yes, that's right. I earned my degree there a while ago. Are you surprised?
Our lady.
I just wasn't expecting to see a college graduate working here is all. I never had the opportunity myself. Could say I'm a bit jealous.
You'll find that here in Oakmont, a woman can achieve much more than on the mainland. Our university has always accepted women with open arms.
Oh, there's the
See you
1920s
later.
kicking in. The one thing this game opens with before you even load it up is how everything's represented. It's like racism, discrimination, sexism, in this case, women in education. Not it's just trying to be timely accurate, it's not trying to be dodgy or anything. Oh, excuse me. So I need to speak to someone about lab class, and we'll do that when we get to the university. So, let's find a university. Hang on. Sorry, I'm being very, very annoying right now. We need to find the university. You tell me there's only one university in Oakmont as well? That's the Morton Manor. City Hall. Oakmont University, there we are. Now how the frack do I get there from here? That is a long, long way. Well, if I get to the Shells West, then we can get up from there. Alrighty, a bit of fast traveling and a bit of boat driving. Alright, here we go. Oh, blimey, there's all sorts of conspiracies going on here, and I love it. This might end up being quite a long series. Just for the sheer detective elements, but I love it. I love the fact the game doesn't hold your hand. It's all there for you. You read through it, you go and investigate the archives, you put the pieces together, and I haven't seen any sort of pros or cons to my decisions as of yet. Maybe because I've been hiding the truth from all of my employers. But next time I'll definitely maybe turn someone in, just for the sheer hell of it. Maybe. Okie dokie. Well, there's our boat, so we might as well take the one we've got. And then I just need to head on up to the university. Right, let's make sure we're going the right way. So it's left, second right, straight on. Wait, left from here? Yes. Ah! Come on, game. Left and a second right. God, can you imagine living in a town like this? That'd be pretty interesting to live in a town where the currency is this kind of currency, like shells and bullets and weaponry and practical. That makes sense if you're gonna trade something in a town that's been literally flooded by something supernatural. You might as well trade something that you're gonna use practically. What I know we end up doing with birthday presents is practically buying things for practical uses. Because they're practical. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Well, the university is up this way, I'm guessing. Hello, sir. Hello, ma'am. We can look at that. Well, this looks like university grounds, if ever I saw them. Up the ground staircase we go.
All the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister?
I don't know. Doesn't give me the option to. Here's Oakmont University. Damn, this is one big campus. Very, very run down campus, but it's a campus. Maybe living in tents. No one likes the student accommodation, they're all coming out to live in tents. Look at this guy making no something.
Welcome to the University of Oakmont. How can I help you?
That's the Professor
Looking for
Westbrook.
Professor Westerbrook. You know where I can find him?
You're the one bringing him the specimen?
Specimen?
Oh, never mind. He's in the Department of Medicine. Let me show you.
There, dude.
You recognize this bottle? You know where it comes from?
Sorry. We have hundreds of bottles like this in the university.
Fine. I need to know what's in it. Any suggestions?
You need an analysis. Well, I'm sure someone from the Department of Medicine can help there. Goodbye, sir.
I need to give him a say bye, see you. Is there a doctor in the house? May I enter? No, apparently not. Get on over here. Come on, Charles, with your legs, damn it. Ah, this looks promising. Right. Let's talk to this good fellow.
Hello, sir. Welcome to Oakmont University Department of Medicine. I'm Samuel.
Hey, Sam.
Charles Reed, private investigator. Have a few questions if you don't mind. You recognize this bottle? Maybe you could tell me what's inside.
That's one of our lab bottles. We have a lot of them. As for what's inside, I'd need to run some tests.
Yeah, could you do that for me?
These tests aren't cheap. And the other day I could get right to it, but we're,
Of course
somewhat
he wants
hindered
a
right now.
favor.
What's up?
Our lab is crawling with, well, creatures. Professor Westerbrook's research is a little unconventional, and something went wrong. Really wrong.
I can solve
So,
that.
if I do a little pest control for you, you'll run those tests for me. For free?
Our budget is tight. You'd be helping the cause of science, Mr. Reed. Isn't that enough?
Oh, I guess science could help itself.
All right. Yes, you solve our problem, and I'll run the test
Don't
for you.
try to swindle
Off the
money out
books.
of me, mister.
Here's the key for the basement.
Hey. EOD is banned to all staff and students of the University of Oakmont. Henceforth, any mention of everyone's obvious duty organization, also known as EOD, its symbolics, current and or past members, as well as espousing their beliefs, is forbidden on university grounds on pain of dismissal or expulsion. The administration has received numerous reports of EOD activity and outreach disguised as so-called charity work throughout our university and all over Oakmont. This dangerous activity reached epidemic proportions and cannot be tolerated. District Board of Trustees. Epidemic proportions. Interesting. Righty. Alright, well, let's load up. That should be enough. Okay. What sort of goody creatures are down here? Oh my god, what is that? I saw you. Oh, nice try, but I know how to use my health kit now. First aid. Any creature down here? Oh, Jesus Christ. What the frack are you?
I'm glad this thing is dead. Why do they even keep it here?
What the heck are you? Experiment log part 2, March 10th. With those pesky limitations removed, I can finally continue my experiments unhindered. I need to know more. The specimen remained alive, even with half its internal organs removed. Lovely work, Doc. It's fascinating. I'm on the verge of breakthrough in biology as we know it. March 15th, I developed a way to reanimate their tissue, even in one that's been dead for weeks. This is monumental. The possibilities of it, the implications. Does it say that something hidden, some trait present inside other creatures, and perhaps even ourselves? I need to find volunteers. Ooh, I hate to think what happens to the volunteers. They're not like this guy. Sandy meters going a little haywire. What else we got?
What kind of person would even touch this? Not to mention dissect it.
Having visions, I don't like it. March 2nd, experiment part 1. I have finally received a living specimen. Sadly, it's only the smallest one. The grunts call it Mr. Hanson, but I think it needs a proper name. March 3rd, I was thinking about the name for the specimen all night. I began a series of experiments on the creature. So far, it has proven exceptionally resistant to all poisonous substances at my disposal, as well as acid and electrocution. It's shrieking, though. It's bound to haunt me. March 5th, last night I had a vision. Thousands of hands wrapped around me as a blanket, and I heard the name inside my head. Stygian Harvester.
Some serious equipment they've got here. Oakmont University is clearly well funded. I wonder what would happen if I press this button. Should I or shouldn't I? So very tempting.
I'm not gonna push it, because if I see where these wires are going, it's gonna reanimate this thing, which I don't want to do. What's in here? Oh, more goodies. Well, I figured out what I said. So now Mr. Skimpy Doctor owes me a test. I'll be polite. I'll ask him from across the desk.
Your lab is certified creature-free.
Excellent, Mr. Reed. You've done us a great favor. Now we can get things up and running again.
Okay. I've done my part. Here's the bottle. Now you run those tests.
Yes. Wait here. It shouldn't take long. We finished that analysis, sir. It's ricin.
Ricin?
A highly toxic poison extracted from castor beans. It's slow acting, but absolutely fatal to humans.
How can you tell if someone's been poisoned with ricin?
The symptoms take several days to develop. At first, it's like a common cold, but over several days, well, it develops into hemorrhage, internal organ failure, and death. It's not a pleasant way to die.
So, where do you get ricin? This isn't something you can pick up from a drugstore.
About that. It is rare, but we have a certain amount of it here. For study, in our poison store. Or we did. I'm afraid that must be where it came from. The label had been tampered with, but it certainly looks like ours. Where did you find it?
Crime scene. Someone was trying to poison a bunch of fish with it.
This is horrible. I need to warn everyone in the university about this.
Who's got access to where the poison's stored?
Only Professor Westerbrook has the key. His office is upstairs, right alongside Professor Cavendish's. Professor Westerbrook's not here, though. He's been sick for the last few days. Professor Cavendish is away as well, on vacation.
Where do they live?
I'm not sure, but probably somewhere in Advent. Most of the teaching staff live there. Wait, you don't think it was one of them?
I'm working on that. Can you let me upstairs?
All right. This is serious. I'll help you. Here's the key, but please don't disturb the professor's things.
I'd like to know a bit more about your professors.
What do you want to know?
I want to know stuff.
I want to know more about Westerbrook.
He's the head of our department. He's been here for, well, at least 30 years. He's one of the longest-serving staff we have. As you've already seen, he's particularly interested in the wild beast that recently appeared in our city.
Yeah, that's quite the unique fauna you have there.
I've no idea how he did it, but Mr. Throgmorton's men brought him live specimens for his research. He thinks he's on the verge of a breakthrough in evolutionary theory. A secret that, once revealed, will benefit all humankind.
Some secret should stay buried, 6 feet under.
Agreed.
You're
With
not a man of science,
understand.
are you? It's not about why. It's about what if.
I'll see you later.
Westbrook's the one on the to-do list. This your office, Westbrook? Right, here we are. I know I said we wouldn't disturb things, but I'm gonna disturb things. This is absurd. It's been 5 months and they still haven't finished repairing my office. I'm done sitting in the corridor like some kind of waiter. I won't set foot into this building again until the works are finished, or you give me Cavendish's office. You tell us the board I'm through with this farce. Right, the rest of us here gone home. What? Padlocks!
These
They're my
bottles
specialty.
look exactly the same as the one with the poison.
Racing. Spidey senses being triggered again.
These bottles look exactly the same as the one with the poison.
Oh, death omens. You trying to show me, guys? Hello. Bar of soap. What's this?
This should be good enough to make a decent copy.
Hello, hello, hello. Draft an article. Brothers and sisters, too familiar, my fellow Americans, they are proper Americans too, citizens of Oakmont. How much longer will we put up with those fish-faced bastards? Well, that was covering up. These sea freaks crossed out. How much longer will we put up with this? Those cave forsaken degenerates who call themselves the EOD. All the evidence I need. And now I can start putting some puzzles together. George Cavendish made a copy of the key for the poisonous substances storage area. The poison thief. George Cavendish, a professor at Oakland University, is the poison thief. He made himself a copy of the key to the poison locker. According to the student, he lives somewhere in Advent. Right, those clues don't match up. We now know the poison thief. The professor lives somewhere in Advent. Okay, let's make our way down. I think we've got all we need here. I'm gonna explore around here a bit. Do you mind? Thanks. Okay, nothing to see here. As you were, as you were. Anything more to say?
Can you fill me in on ricin again?
Of course. What do you need to know?
Oh, yeah,
There's some kind of cure for ricin?
I'm afraid not. Once it's in your system, it's a death sentence.
I'll see you later.
Cold hemorrhages. Other bits and pieces. But okay. Got all we need from there. Get rid of that marker. I got all the evidence. So now, George Cavendish is a professor at Oakland University as the poison thief. He made himself a copy of the key to the poison locker. According to his student, he lives somewhere in Advent. So this is Advent. That's the Oakland University Library. And that's City Hall. So it's somewhere in Advent. It's not a whole lot to go on. Oh, he works in the university, so I'm gonna go there. Right, the plot thickens. So Westbrook wasn't the thief, it was George. We still don't know why, though. We're gonna find out when we get to Advent. things first. I need to get me a boat. What's this? Anything of particular interest here? I just saw the H on the door, I thought I can't say hi. Oh well, guess I'll pillage it instead. Good. Except for those. I wanna know. I think I'm crawling up to the next floor. Sorry guys, I know I'm getting sidetracked, but I am literally just too curious for my own good. Ooh, nice breeze. Alrighty, let's go upstairs. See who's hiding. Is it one of the creepy crawlies? Hello? Hello? This then. CW, my dearest comfort, I must swallow this illegible scribble, forgive me, the shock of what I have delivered from the poor young woman's womb has affected my nerves. Her guttural screams still ring in my ears, and her birth tragedy lives near where I hide. Had my attendant not been attacked first, I would have certainly shared her fate. The wriggling abomination that erupted from the waif's belly leapt from her body and attached itself to the nurse's throat with a wet smacking sound. Pulled behind it, the tall umbilical cord tore out the placenta in an eruption of bright blood that soaked my gown. Stunned, I looked into the mother's bulging eyes as she convulsed, and bit off her tongue between clenched grinding teeth. Falling backward in horror, I crawled behind a medical cabinet in the operating theater. I can now hear the sloshing movement of the afterbreath sliding across the floor as the terrible infant silently approaches. I write this account on my surgical mask with a sturdy pen you gifted me last year near the Oakmont Commons. May it now serve faithfully as my only weapon against the deformed vague. Sincere thanks, Sebastian. Oh, that's grim. That's grim, dude. Did you hit behind the medical cabinet in the medical theater? There's a deformed baby running around. Good to know, though. Anywho, I thank you for your kind time. Although, where do these lead? Oh, I went downstairs. Did it? I went out into the world. Oh well. Anyhow, I'm getting distracted. I need to get to the university. Ooh wee. Alright, let's make sure we're going the right way. I guess City Hall might be a good place to go first. Just because it's the closest, I might as well do them in order. Yeah, you just walk there from here. Okay.
What's the problem? Lend your support to Milton Pierce. The mayor of Oakmont. Please help a fella out.
It's a City Hall. Not the wrong side of the building, but yeah, it's City Hall. Hall may have a record. I mean, you go to City Hall to get stuff that's a matter of public record with you. So it makes sense if I go here first. At least then that doesn't count out, I can hit the library. You guys, for someone who I thought you guys have a remarkable amount of access to cigarettes.
Yes, yes, I haven't got all day. What do you want?
Just wanted to say hi. I'm new in town.
Oh, how nice for you. If you need to look anything up in our archives, get in line like everybody else.
Okay.
Get in line? I'm the only one here. Well, I guess that means I'm first then. So, I can just go look up what I need.
Don't sass me, young man.
Oh,
Next time there could be a line here, and you'll get no special treatment.
Bye.
Right, Miss Woman who thinks she's got loads of power. Wind up, little woman. I don't like people like that who sort of like think they're above it all. I will sass you all I like, madam. Thank you very much. Yeah. You hear that? I will sass you. Anywho. I need to find... No. Ah, here we go. So... citizens... occupation... and advent. Here we go. Okay, bear with this. George Walter Cavendish, his birth, and the residence, Oakmont Manor, Central, St. Michael's Road. Oh, it is in a flat, okay. So it is on St. Michael's Road between Carpenter Street and Constitution Street, flat number 2. Okay. Goodbye, you grumpy old hag. Okay. Now, with that out of the way... So, it is in Advent Central, so this must be Central Advent. So, St. Michael's Road, this is St. Michael's Road, and he lives between Carpenter Street and Constitution Street. That's Carpenter Street and Constitution Street. So we want to go about here. This is between Constitution Street and Carpenter Street. Be about here. So, there we go. I can basically walk there from here. Right, let's get investigating. How am I doing? Oh, not too bad, over an hour in. We're on target for this series. But I don't want to give up right now. Let's see if I can find anything more. Let's head on over. Excuse me, thank you, excuse me. Okay, so we're where we need to be. This looks promising. Nope. So I need to find the doors with the H's written on them. Those are the doors that I can go into. Right here. Oh! Right on the money! Go, Detective Bugs!
The door won't budge.
I'm getting you! I'm getting you! Right, so we're on flat number 2. Oh, that's the creepiest thing I've seen all game. Hopefully they didn't mean a baby, because otherwise that's really bad. Excuse me, Mr. Cavendish?
The door won't budge.
Mind if I come in? You too, Mr. Cavendish. I'm from the university. I have some questions about
Judging by
to
the
the
layer of
basement.
dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long time. So why keep it around?
Cigarette case, very nice, very old school, I like it. It's full of little touches. Ah, what padlocked rooms in here, Mr. Cavendish? Ah. Professor's fabulous. Westbrook usually has his lunch about 2:30. Get some soap. Anna always says at the fish market she shouldn't learn about me. New holds of fish arrive every 2 days. An ounce per box will be enough. The guard spends most of his time on the second floor during the night. Think about a way to divert suspicions from Westbrook. Don't want him to come to any harm. Don't forget to return the flask to the storage. Think about plan B.
This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD is in the center of all of it.
Yes, hello, Private Eye. Going, gone. Body count rises as vanishings continue across Oakmont. Locals are in a panic, with most of the reported disappearances occurring in the Shell, Salvation Harbor, and Brookhaven Bay. Captain Caleb Lyons of the Oakmont Police has put out a call for information. Our evidence suggests a link between these disappearances and the charity organization EOD that has recently risen to prominence among the city's poor, said Lyons. Most of the victims seem to have either joined this group or been a recipient of their alms. We encourage anyone with information to come forward. The Chronicle reminds readers to avoid any suspicious newcomers, especially ins and outers, and to remain at home during evening hours. Stay alert. Damn, you really have it out for the ins and outers, don't you? They're just friendly fish people. I don't mean anyone any harm. Yet, somebody shooting bad things.
The door won't budge.
Okay, what's this? Look at it through my magic eyes.
I loved you. I always loved you.
Burning your ex-wife's photograph? Not a bit much. I didn't really need to take that, I just wanted to see what would happen. Okay. Oh, hang on. Here's another bit. The Oakland Chronicle newspaper issue from February. Disturbance in the Shells as fighting breaks out between locals and Innsmouthers. The cause of the conflict appears to be the disappearance of several women, with locals accusing a group of Innsmouthers of the crime. The Oakland police continue to investigate the vanishings, but as yet the case remains unsolved. One source from the Shells reports that traces of fish scales and seaweed were found at multiple victims' homes, which seems to have precipitated the fight. Okay, now we've got enough to see what happened here. Alright.
George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to tell you.
But you broke the bad news.
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine! Mine!
Anna and George were married? And she had an affair?
You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Okay, so she leaves him. Tells him the truth there.
I don't care what your...
George, I can't live like... You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
One way round, okay, she had a conversation
George?
with him.
I don't care what your damn...
You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
George Cavendish. He had a wife named Anna. She
She's
had
the
a
same
baby.
Anna in the
It was
other
not
day.
his, but blessed by the sea and claimed by the EOD. This caused their split.
Ooh, what was that? Oh no, we're having another attack. I love these random sequences. enjoy. Graphics are awesome. Okay, things are upside down. This is definitely a good sign. Oh, that's tricky. What the heck? That's an insmouter.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Calm down. My name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator.
Right now, you look like someone who's breaking into my house. A burglar. Explain yourself.
Easy there. Anna from the fish market asked me to find you. You know her, right?
I should have guessed. I know her much better than you think.
It was
What
that.
does she want from me now? She already took
Much of a
everything I
name
have.
drop, not
It's
today.
not about what she wants. It's about what you did. Poisoning the fish. Sound familiar? Yeah, I can prove you did it.
Hold on. Before you jump to conclusions, I want you to know that I had a good reason to do what I did. It all comes back to Anna.
Well, I know Anna's your wife, so clearly, so what's the
this should
reason?
be fun. What's your good reason for poisoning innocent people? You know the EOD are feeding the hungry, don't you?
No, that's exactly the problem. They're not doing it out of charity.
I
They do
freaking
it
knew
to
it.
spread their influence and recruit new members. Some of those initiates, as they call them, vanish without a trace. And not just them,
George,
they kidnap ordinary folks too.
to be an ally.
Poisoning the fish would prevent this. How?
Oh, you see, not everyone in this city believes in the EOD yet. They have opposition among the citizens, both rich and poor. A rumor of the EOD's fish being poisonous and several incidents would be enough to undermine the EOD by
You're
sparking
such a
fear
villain, not
and
Sasha.
mistrust.
It's nice to see that you're not a villain. I'm gonna ask about Anna anyway.
What's Anna
but hear
got
it
to
from
do
you.
with all this?
As you might have already gleaned, she was my wife.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it all starts to come together now.
The EOD robbed me of her. It all started with the free fish.
She was a
We were all
recruit.
short on food at the time, and then they hooked her with their nonsense about the benevolent sea and greater good. I looked past it for some time, but then,
She became pregnant.
yes. At first, I was over the moon. But then one day she came to me, that snake, and told me that the child was not mine. She said it was blessed by the sea, that it was demanded by the EOD. Doomed take them! I couldn't stand it. I just couldn't.
Well,
There must be another way to deal with the EOD. Like, if their crimes are that obvious, why don't you just go to the police?
They're resourceful, those sons of hagfish.
I want
They
this
maintain
game
a
to
squeaky
slag
clean
and
image, and
Thursday
hey,
to be in my
they're
dictionary.
good at it. I tried going to the police. They were no help at all. And I'm not suicidal enough to make it public and take them to court.
I want to know more about this Blessed by the
What
Sea
does she
stuff.
mean? Blessed by the sea.
Came from the
What
flood,
do you
I'm guessing?
think is the cause of Innsmouth syndrome in people?
Living in Innsmouth?
That K-forsaken place has nothing to do with it. It comes from breeding with monsters. These sea creatures they call Deep Ones. They take our women and they spoil them with their seed. Then they give
Lovely.
birth to degenerate fish-faced offspring.
How do you know that?
Where did you learn all of this?
I want to know
This
if it's PI
information
before you
about
make
the
a good PI.
EOD.
After Anna left, I had nothing. But I did have a lot of time to research Innsmouthers, the EOD, and the story behind them. It is an old and powerful organization. They appeared back in the mid-19th century in Innsmouth, and the first people with the Innsmouth syndrome started showing up around that same time.
Ah, perhaps not coincidentally.
No, of course not. And the EOD is immensely rich. The sudden rise to power of the Blackwood family happened right after they joined them.
So what's your next move?
I was interrupted and couldn't finish my task. The EOD received a fresh haul of fish, but now they're on alert and raised their guard. I understand I'm in no position to ask. But after reviewing all the facts I've presented to you, Mr. Reed, would you agree to help me?
He's a good PI, or a good investigator, and he is coming from a good place. I'm gonna hear him out.
Keep talking. Now, what is it you want from me?
Poison the rest of the fish. It's spreading, but it's not enough. The EOD trusts you enough to deal with me, so it should be simple for you. My agent inside the EOD reports that they've just received a fresh haul. That's your target.
A favor in exchange.
Your agent inside the EOD. Is he fairly high up the ranks?
Ah, I see where this is going. You need something from the EOD too.
Yeah, we do.
I'm trying to find a certain person who may be held by them.
Professor
My agent can arrange that. If someone is being held by the EOD, he'll know it. It's a win-win situation.
All right. Look, I'm gonna need to think about this.
Of course. But don't be too long. I'm going to need an answer before I let you go. I hope you can understand why.
Absolutely. But my palace. More. Documents. Letters from Oakmont, so yeah. All sorts of little nuggets lying around. Okay, Westerbrook usually has a lunch, so this is the fact sheet. That might come in handy. And it's part of the frame, and it suspected crimes. There we go. Suspected crimes and their shady torture room. Much more going on in charity organizations. They're dirty. I know it. Whatever they're up to, it's no good. The easy ranks are swelling. Because he sabotaged the EOD. Georgetown has poisoned the fish to undermine the EOD's charitable operations. A zealous servant of the EOD, Anna Cavendish is a zealot, and she will follow any instruction without hesitation. Okay. Anna Cavendish is covering up the EOD's shady ambitions to take over the city. Anna Cavendish is honest charity work for the people of Oakmont on behalf of the EOD. I'll come back to that one. What's this one? George Cavendish became desperate after the EOD robbed him of his wife. He's determined to save others from the same. I'm going to confirm the desperate savior. I reckon she is. She claims to know nothing about it. She's talking about her child being blessed by the sea. That's what I'm doing.
So, have you made up your mind?
I'll help and lie, or I'll actually help him.
Your methods stink, and your plan stinks. Still, the EOD is a threat, and I'm not gonna help them anymore. I'm in.
You're doing a great favor for this city, Mr. Reed. Never doubt that.
There.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. Remind me what it is I have to do.
You need to poison the fresh haul of fish at the EOD storage. It's heavily guarded, but you'll figure out something, I've no doubt. I'll be back later. I need to see my agent. Find me after you're done. Here's the address and some ricin. Be very careful with it.
Yeah, will do. I'm not quite ready to die yet.
Like, all the times that I've actually died. Oh, jeez. So I could report George. I need to get back to the fish storage. Have I collected all the evidence in this house yet? I don't think I have.
And judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long time. So why keep it around?
Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Ah,
A lot of fancy dresses locked away in a dark corner for a long time. I'm starting to smell some deep family trauma here.
just a little bit. And there's all my evidence. Okay. Right, before I pull it, I'm just gonna have a look at my skills. So... Really upgrade that? Am I really upgraded that? There. Let's acquire that. So I can carry 7 more pistol rounds. What's this one? I can set traps twice as quickly. I keep an extra bullet loaded, getting a chance to deal double damage with the pistol. And then I've got these skills. %, chance to save materials when crafting ammunition. Oh yeah, I'm getting that. What we got else? 50% chance to save material when crafting explosives. 50% chance to save materials when crafting first aid kits, sanity kits. Alright, I'll double my reward scheme. Alright, so let's just see where we are. We can poison the fish. Or I could report him. Well, we'll find out what we do next time, because I'm out of time for this episode, guys, but thank you. We're finally getting into the midst of the EOD, seeing what's happening. We're not getting any closer to solving our visions, but this is the favor for Frog Morton. And once we help Frog Morton, hopefully he'll tell us what we need to know, or at least point us in the right direction, so we start getting to the bottom of this mystery, and the visions continue to haunt our dear Charles. But hopefully the next episode we'll find out a bit more. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. Any thoughts on the video, let me know down below. But otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Take care, guys, and bye-bye for now.